Hey guys, so Ryan with Premier. So now we are going to answer a question that has plagued man since the dawn of time. This is something that keeps mothers, grandmothers, clergy, everyone up at night, and that is two coats or one coat on commercial parking lots. That's right. We're actually going to debate this as if there's any question, because I got a call from a guy who owns a car dealership and says, hey, you and another company that sounds like you, I'm holding both your estimates. Yours is a lot more higher than theirs, and you're offering two coats, they're offering one. I called them and asked why they didn't offer a second coat. They said because it's not necessary. It's just somebody trying to squeeze more money out of you. And I took that as an insult. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. Okay. And he basically wanted me to justify my second coat and why I thought it needed a second coat. First of all, my first response to this guy was, well, I offer a warranty for a year, which means if I do your parking lot and for any reason whatsoever it looks like it wore prematurely, or you're having problems like, which is notorious for doing parking lots in the springtime, all the sealer's gone. If that's the case, I come back, I do the parking lot over, no questions asked, and I hang my reputation on your parking lot. This other company, yeah, they're not going to do that. All right. Also, go take a ride and look at this other company's work. Okay, go look at parking lots that they just did in the beginning of the season. I can point them out to you because I see them everywhere. All right, and now go look at the approaches. The approaches are all worn off. The radiuses are all worn. And then you tell me if two coats is necessary, or if you can get by with one. Can you get by with one? Yeah. Are you going to save money by just doing one? Yeah. Are you going to get it to last as long as possible? No, you're not. I don't care. I don't care what you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. Not happening. So let's delve into why. All right. Well, can you put down the same amount of sealer with one coat as you would two? Yeah, absolutely. You can use a bigger tip. You can slow down. You can turn your pressure up, and you can lay it on like mayo. But what happens is when you put it down so thick is it doesn't cure right. It doesn't have time to cure right. It might dry, but it's not cured. And there's a difference between the two. Dry is it's not going to track. And if it does, it'll be very little onto the roadway mostly. But cured is when it hardens. And that's the difference. All right. Take a piece of sealer off of your squeegee or off a piece of equipment that's built up over time. Take it and play with it. Twist it. Bend it. You can mold it. It's pliable. Now take a piece of sealer, smear it on the back of a business card, or put it on very thin, and you'll notice that it actually gets hard. And that's exactly what you want. And that's what the manufacturer wants you to do. All right? It doesn't matter whose material you're using, whether it's Seal Master, Gem Seal, which are basically the same company now, Naira, Copeland. All right? They all say two thin coats. That's it. I mean, this isn't Ryan, president and owner of Premier Sealcoating, saying this. No. This isn't Joey Schmo. I'm using I'm using a formula that no other seal coating company can get their hands on. That's what sets us apart from the competition. Yeah, if you're wondering what that's all about, that's some ridiculous like ads that another company runs on the radio. It's claiming that they have like, this specially formulated product which sets them apart from all their competition, and the owner is a chemist, and horseshit. We all buy it from the same place. Matter of fact, even worse, they jump around from place to place, so they're mixing their material in with other companies' materials. So don't be fooled by nonsense. You obviously want 2 coats on a commercial parking lot. I will put my work up against anybody else's work. Okay? It's just what you got to do. You have a responsibility to your customer to do the very best job that you possibly can do, to give them the longest lasting parking lot that they can get. Okay? And you don't do that by cutting corners, by only filling cracks over 1/4 of an inch by 1/4 of an inch and saying, well, the sealer will fill the rest. See, this product wasn't designed for cracks that are smaller than 1/4 of an inch. So what we do is we apply it just to the cracks over 1/4 of an inch by 1/4 of an inch, and then the sealer will fill the cracks that are smaller than that. Bullshit. All right? Bullshit. That's just a way of not doing half of the work and keeping the cost of the project down. Same with you don't need 2 coats of sealer. What fucking world are we living in where people think you don't need to do 2 coats of sealer? Well, I can put down just as much sealer with 1 coat as he can do with 2. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. And that sealer is going to stay soft. It's not going to harden. And then the cars are going to start driving on it. And then all the approaches are going to be worn off. It doesn't make sense. I will give this other company credit because they tell people, look, we're here to do the parking lot. I don't care if you're a gas station. I don't care if you're a convenience store. You need to close it down. It's got to sit for the 2 days. It's got to before people start driving on it. So they'll follow that philosophy of making sure that the asphalt has enough time to dry and cure, but it's not helping when you're putting it on so thick that it can't possibly have time to harden before you let traffic drive on it again. So this is where we're at with this. Okay. Now in the end, we wound up getting the job over the other company. I explained myself and my 2-coat philosophy. I also explained that I am the owner of the company and I am going to be on that job. I'm not sending out a couple of lackeys to go out there and not do the very best job. We do have another video up there of me explaining how, customers will get duped into 2 coats by just, a shady seal coating guy changing his tip size and still not putting down the same volume of sealer as we would using 2 coats. So, it's all about finding the right contractor. And if you're finding contractors who are trying to tell you that 1 coat will suffice, well, I'll bet you those are the same types of contractors who, when they're done, have crooked ass lines and get shit all over your grass. So what does that tell you? If you have any questions, let me know how you feel about it. Let's fight about it. Let's argue about it. Okay? Let's argue. And in the end, I'll tell you why you're wrong. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.